everyone, it's Lupe from BrunoPlanningCO. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hello. I have my ERIN CONDREN warehouse sale order here. They were able to ship this very quickly. I think I ordered the Monday of, and then I got it the Thursday, that same Thursday, which was awesome. I just haven't been able to open it yet because I've been filming other things for you guys. So I'm just really excited to finally open it. This is actually one of my favorite boxes, by the way, this kind of denim color. I'm gonna have to start keeping some of my ERIN CONDREN boxes. I need some more storage for some school supplies that I'm bringing in from the school. So I just wanna make sure that I have somewhere to put all that. And I think this is a great box for that kind of storage. Okay, so a lot of navy, a lot of denim. I love this so much. This color is beautiful. So I did end up getting, I actually don't remember everything that I got. I know one thing that I'm really excited about, and then everything else I can't quite remember. So if you are unfamiliar with the warehouse sale, by the way, how it works is they do a lot of 50% off of certain items. So the whole entire store was not 50% off. The whole store was actually 20% off. But certain items were 50% off. So all of these were part of that 50% off sale, which was the warehouse sale. And they do that periodically throughout the year, which I think is really great. If you sign up to be an insider, or if you follow me on Instagram or here on YouTube, then you will definitely know when that happens. Okay, I'm looking around and I'm starting to remember what I actually bought, and I'm getting really excited. It's been a couple weeks. So here's one of the first things that I got, and it's this nice clip-on sticky notes. I love using these for pre-planning, so let me open this up. Okay, so here they are. They're so cute. I love this specific design. This was the Woven Wonders, I think is what it was called. I'm not quite sure if I'm remembering that correctly. And like I said, I use these for pre-planning most of the time, so I'll stick this, specifically like these longer ones, into the next month. And so when something comes up and I know it's going to happen that month, I'll go ahead and jot it down, so that when I'm actually sitting down to finalize that month's plans, then I'll have all of that information where I need to see it. Or I use some of these smaller ones in my daily duo for, you know, something that's going to come up that week on a certain day before I plan. So just really nice and functional. And I even use them as stickers sometimes. So like this one with gold, I can put it in my daily duo. And what I'll do is I'll just put like some double-sided rolling tape. I think I have the Tombow one. Stick some on there, and then it becomes a sticker that you can use. Same thing with the flags. If you would like to use those as stickers, that's always a great thing to do with these too. I love me some sticky notes for sure. All right, so then next, let's go to a couple of other small items. So I got some more of these really cute washi tapes, and these were part of the teacher collection, I believe, from last year, if I'm remembering that correctly. I think that's when I got my other set. Okay, so I went ahead and opened the package, and so this one has these really pretty metallic gold apples, and then this one has more of like the what do you call it, watercolor apples, which I thought were so cute. So I love using both of these. This colorful one is one of my favorites because of the teal and because of all the nice watercolor effects. Let me see if I can show you a little bit better, but I know I've used this in my spread before, and here's me trying to find the end. Okay, going round and round. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so let me show you. There it is. I love it so much, especially the teals and the pinks. And there's just kind of like pastel-y too, which I really love. And then of course, this one I won't open just because it'll take me a few minutes to find it again. Oh no, it's actually right here. But this one is just the gold. And like I said, I have these. I just wanted to get a couple of extra rolls because I do use these quite a lot. And I want to start using them more in my teacher planner as well. And so I just wanted some more to use and potentially keep these at school. So I have a couple there and then a couple here as well. Definitely some of my favorites and a great thing to get during the sale, especially if you want some extra ones. Then I'm going to go to another small item, which is this right here. So let's open this up. Oh, this is so beautiful, and it fits so perfectly. I should have gotten another one now that I'm thinking about it. I always do that, right? In all of these videos, I always say I should, at least one item I should have gotten another one of. But I really do love this for my office because there's a lot of grays in my office, a lot of kind of creamy and neutral colors. So this is gonna look really beautiful. I don't know if I want to use it as a planter. It actually is kind of like a little pot for your plants, or you can also, at least that's what I've seen, a lot of people have used it for pens. It looks a little bit short for pens. I have my scissors here, let's see. Okay, well, if your scissors kind of fits there, then it probably should be fine for pens. Like I said, I've seen that quite often. This was actually an item from last year's spring surprise box. I didn't get that last year's spring surprise box. The first box that I got from ERIN CONDREN was the summer surprise box. So I did just miss this item. And I was so happy that they included it in the warehouse sale, just because I was pretty jealous of the people who had this and were showing them off in their Instagram photos. Of course, everybody's loving the mid-century circles, and the color was always one of my favorites as well. Super, super cute. And one thing I want to mention real quick, I'm going to be probably holding items slightly awkward, at least for me. I don't know if it's going to be awkward for you, but if you've noticed so far in the video, I'm trying to avoid showing a lot of my nails because I have had quite thin nails for like almost all of my life. And I actually used to use gel nails quite often, but that really messed up my nails. So I had to stop, and then I just didn't use anything. I didn't use nail polish or anything like that. And then when I started this channel, I'm like, okay, I probably should, try to do some more nail polish. And I've always wanted to try it again. I just felt like it'd be nicer for you guys to see, some nice colors while I'm presenting things. But recently what's been happening is I put the nail polish on, and when it starts to chip, as nail polish does eventually, it actually is chipping away at part of my nail. So if you can see, this hand is actually not as bad as the other one. As you can see here, if my nail polish kind of chips, it chips off a piece of my nail, like a layer of it. It's been doing that quite often, and if I were just to paint over my nails to cover the fact that like some of my nail layer is missing, then it's just going to continue to happen. So I'm going to try not to use any kind of nail polish for the next few weeks. So you'll see me holding things a little bit awkwardly just because I don't want to show it. But I also wanted to share, because if you guys have any recommendations for like nail strengthening serums or anything like that. But I did just want to mention that briefly here. Okay, so let's keep going. So I want to get to these wonderful pants that I was so excited about, but let's do some of the smaller items so I could at least get this box out of the way for that kind of stuff. So next, I know I ordered a couple of sticker sheets. So I think these might be all of them. So a lot of the sticker sheets that I don't typically buy were on the warehouse sale option. So these were all 50% off. And I really loved flipping through all the ones that were available. These weren't the only ones that were available. They had quite a few options. And I love the variety of them. They had a lot of functional, like these. These are really beautiful. I love using these circle ones in my daily duo. I don't usually use the boxes, but I do use some boxes in my monthly spread. So a lot of these boxes are things that you'll see me using then. I thought these little ones were super cute. They look like little tiny flags, and you can use those on those monthly spreads as well. And then I got some more other functional ones like to-dos. I love these to pay because I could use those in my monthly spread as well. And then these cherry blossom ones. Let me open this one so I can show you what this one looks like. These really caught my attention because if you notice, they are transparent, but then they are also like this raised kind of 3D effect. I don't know if you can see, maybe if I peel one off. See how it's kind of like a raised 3D a little bit? I love these so much. They're so beautiful. And of course, with spring coming up, I think they're just gonna look really great. And just to make a simple spread maybe look a little bit more pretty, let me show you with the white because it's kind of hard to see with them just on my finger. I think they're so gorgeous. And of course, I'm loving the teals and the blush. I'm over here thinking to myself that I should have gotten 2 of these again. All right. Well, I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. You can see there, they use it in the monthly spread. Definitely going to be using some of these next week for sure. So look out for them on my Instagram pictures. And then a couple of other things, not necessarily small, but what were these part of? These were part of the fall surprise box, and they are these ornaments. So these are like a small little ball, medium, and then a larger ball. So that's what they look like when they're open, and these are different shapes. So those aren't the ball ones. I've seen a lot of people use these in their office or like on their bookshelves, and they're just kind of hanging down looking really beautiful. And I think that's a great way of using these. These aren't necessarily like for December or for Christmas time, which is, you could definitely use them for that, of course. But I thought they were really great just for decoration in your office. And since I'm kind of, trying to organize my office, I wanted to try these out. I might even use them at school I think they would look great in a classroom. Just so pretty kind of by my desk. Oh, I love this so much. And that's kind of like this glitter edge, which is really pretty so it catches the light. And yeah, it's just this really beautiful ball of paper. It's a bit thin, but it does feel pretty sturdy where, you know, if it gets crushed, it will get crushed, of course, because it's paper, but it feels sturdy enough to, you know, just stand the test of time, really, if you're not gonna touch it too much. I love this so much. I can't wait to share how I kind of figure out how to use it in my space. The glitter does come off a little bit, by the way, just to let you know. If you're gonna be touching it a lot, that's gonna come off. And so what I did is I got this one. Oh, I wanna look at this one really quickly. Then this one is, oh, this really beautiful, oops, like a more of a pastel color. And I didn't say this before, but they do have these magnets that when you open them, they just attract each other, and so they will stay open. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, there we go. I got it to stay open. That one's so pretty. I love the way that they look together, and it comes in a pack of 3. I was waiting for a sale, so one of the things that I do recommend is keep a list of items that you're looking into buying, but maybe they're not at your price point that you want right now, or maybe there's something that you just are more wanting than needing, I guess. And keep that list for when the warehouse sale comes along or when the sale comes along, and that way you just know right away what you can purchase. And that's what I do. So I do keep a list of things that I really want to look into, and I just hope that they're part of the sale or part of the warehouse sale. More specifically, this was definitely one of those items that I've been having on my list since last year. And so I got this one, and I also got this one, which is more of a neutral color, and I thought they would look really cute together. So this one is more of like these brown tone ones, and I think one just popped off, so let me show you that one. This one is really beautiful. It has like this gold foil on it. So the teal ones had the platinum glitter, and then this one has a gold glitter, which is really beautiful. And if you've seen any of my other recent videos, I have shown my organizers on my desk, and those are all the mid-century gold organizers from ERIN CONDREN, and so this is gonna look, of course, really beautiful next to it. I'm definitely looking forward to decorating my office during the summer, so definitely look out for that. And the last thing in the box is this calendar. Let me just pull it out along with the pants, and then we will talk about those two things. Okay, I just had to take a quick drink of my coffee as well. It's early in the morning right now. I'm really kind of kicking myself here because, again, I'm gonna say that I should have gotten another one, because right now what I'm thinking about is how beautiful this is, of course, because it's just a really gorgeous calendar. I purposely bought this one for school, so I love having a calendar where my students can see all the assignments that are due, school events and things like that. I like having it somewhere where they can see, and I've had a monthly calendar like this size every year, but this year, since, you know, we were remote learning, there was no point in having kind of that physical calendar in my classroom, so I didn't have one. But for next school year, hopefully it's slightly more normal, and I do want to start having something like this. But now that I'm looking at it and it's so beautiful, I would love to have one of these downstairs in like our dining room / kitchen area, just for my husband to be able to see kind of what's going on that month as well, and put his events down, and just have a more like a family calendar. We don't currently have one of those. It's just whatever I keep in my planner, but I think this would work so great as a family calendar for both of us. And I just thought of that because recently there's been situations where we kind of forget each other's plans, and so it would be great to just have one where we summarize both of our plans, and we have it all on one space we can look at, versus like just my planner or his notepad of to-dos and things going on. And so I'm kind of kicking myself again that I didn't get another one. And again, this is a great sale for when you want duplicates of stuff. So even if you have some of these items, like I had these washi tapes already, it's always a great time to maybe get another set if you know you're going to use it and you want it at a discounted price. So let me go ahead and open this. There we are. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And it has these little plastic things, which I didn't even know were there, but it's so that, you know, you don't get those corners flapping up, which I actually had a problem with last year with my school calendar. So I'm really glad that they included that. Let me just open it up so I can show you the next month. So the front page is actually just a kind of like a template or a demo of it. It does say it starts in August of 2020, which is right here. So I might have to repurpose these, of course, because August 2020 is long past gone. This paper is so thick. I love this so much for school. Definitely it's gonna hold up. So there's September. I'm just gonna pop this out now so I can show you the rest of it. But I mean, they are so gorgeous. Here's May of this year. It is so beautiful. March is one of my favorite colors, by the way. And then April. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't do April in like the purpley color. They just did it in like a platinum. And then I also wanted to check out the last page, which has all of these amazing, beautiful stickers. There's so many of them. I love that so much. I also love that they include it on the back of the calendar, so it's not like something separate you have to keep, and you can just take one, put it on the calendar, and it's very quick. These birthday ones are going to come so in handy because I love celebrating birthdays with my students. So beautiful. And again, I'm kicking myself for not getting another one at the discounted price, but I'm really happy with this, and I wouldn't mind paying the full price either. And this is supposed to be a desk pad, right? So it's going to sit on your desk if that's how you want it. But like I said before, I would like this to be hanging somewhere. But what I would do is put maybe 4 of those command strips, or a few more maybe depending on the weight. The ones that don't ruin the wall or anything like that, but they hang up really nice. I think that would definitely work. Definitely so in love with this. Okay, so let's get to the last item, which were these jogger pants. So here they are, and I'm really excited to try them on, but I want to show them to you first. These are the joggers in the layers color, of course. And I was really, really excited when this was part of the sale, especially with 50% off, because I think I mentioned this when this collection came out I don't quite remember exactly when it came out, but it was part of the clothing collection of joggers and leggings and the sweater. And I mentioned that I personally thought they were a bit expensive, at least for me, purchasing joggers and, you know, a hoodie. It seemed a little bit expensive to me. And I think a lot of people felt that way. So I don't know if they took that into consideration when choosing which items were going to be in the warehouse sale. I just think that they made a great choice, because I feel, at least what I've been seeing, a lot of people took advantage of having that sale and purchasing these type of items that we were really looking forward to, but maybe they were a little bit too expensive. So again, these are the joggers. So they have this really beautiful neutral layers. I love the colorful, by the way. I really do. It's one of my favorites. But in terms of things that I wear, I'm not super colorful. I know you can see a sweater that's kind of like this magenta color, but in terms of all different kinds of colors in one clothing item is not really what I like to wear. But I thought this was neutral enough. And of course, this is going to be more so for like lounging around at home. And I don't really go that many places, but I love the color. It's really beautifully printed. So it's not like faded. Of course, I don't know how it's going to hold up in the wash, but I will definitely update all of you guys on that. The color, like I said, is really nice and vibrant. I really love the quality of it so far, and has this really wide, thick band, which is my preference for joggers. So I'm excited about that. And then on the inside, you have this really soft material, which I'm sure is going to feel really nice against the skin, but it's not as slick as the front. So it's more of like this really soft, almost pillowy material, but it's not really pillowy. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's soft. It's just a little thinner than I actually imagined it to be. I don't know how warm it's going to be. I always say that, but like with the Sherpa throw that I thought was thin, it ended up being really, really warm. One of my warmest blankets. So this might actually be really warm, especially if, you know, you don't get a lot of air coming through that material. And it really does feel well made and of good quality. I was worried a little bit, which is why I didn't purchase it before at the full price, because it's clothing, right? This is a planning company or a planner company. And so it's hard when those kind of companies go into other products that are not necessarily their main product. So that always slightly worries me, but so far I'm impressed. I'm just going to try it on and I'll let you guys know how that looks and how that feels. So they actually ended up fitting very well. As you can see, the length was great. I am 5'9", so sometimes I'm a little worried that they're going to be too short, but these ended up working really great. They are a little bit wide on the thighs for me, but that's usually something normal with my size. I have pretty wide hips, and then the thighs end up being too wide in terms of pants. But again, that's just something normal that happens with me in pants. The size that I ended up getting was the same size that I normally do, so it was very true to size as I had read. But overall, I'm really happy with the fit and the way that it is loose enough to be a very comfy pant. So these were my warehouse sale items. I would love to know what you got during the warehouse sales. It's always really interesting to me to see what other people had on their wish lists. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you liked and subscribed if you haven't already. Again, lots more content to come. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you next week. Bye.